For the American audience, it might best be remembered for fighting Chop Chop. Talk us back a little bit about DeMarcus Corley and what you learned from that fight, because I think he's definitely the most experienced fighter that you had on your resume, a fighter who fought Floyd Mayweather and pretty much everyone back in his day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I still remember when I went up against him. You gotta remember that when I went up against him, I was a couple of pounds heavier than him, and he still gave me a great fight. You know, he was very hard, very tough, countered me very well. I think the fights on the internet, if you watch it, I struggled a bit the first round, but one thing I realized and one thing I noticed is that I was faster than him and stronger than him because I had those extra pounds. But I could definitely feel that I was fighting a world-class fighter, a former world champion, and I can see where that coming from, definitely.
You're a huge student of the game. You write a bit about boxing on various online forums and sites yourself. Did you learn anything from that fight in particular, or did he show you something maybe that you hadn't seen before?
Yeah, definitely. What Chop Chop did show me was that you should not be afraid. You know, European boxing is a lot about punching and then protecting yourself, punching, then protecting yourself, while DeMarcus was more of the idea that when I was punching, he was punching with me, but making sure he was getting away, kind of countering me while I was punching. And that's something I was like, oh man, this is the American style of fighting, and I could definitely see that. And I could, if you watch my fights, it's a bit more on the South American side. Like, I like to fight as well, and I just feel like that's the way I need to fight to be successful in the ring.
Speaking of your style, who are some of the fighters that influenced you, maybe that you didn't fight against, coming up, some of your heroes, or maybe some active fighters that have really influenced you?
Well, many people tell me I remind them of Pacquiao, a bit like Lomachenko, that kind of style, and then some other people say like, a more aggressive Marquez and stuff like that. It's just, the fighters, not so much the boxers.